lost its funding, and I'm raising money by hosting a Bachelor Bake-Off.
There are at least 100 other guys in this town. Why not ask them?
But you're the handsome stranger. The radio station needs the Bake-Off, and the Bake-Off needs you.
This town is special.
That's part of Pleasant Valley's magic.
No, I think it's your magic.
You're a hit.
Falling for You starts right now. Part of Fall Harvest on Hallmark Channel.
Good morning, Pleasant Valley. This is WPVK, the voice of Pleasant Valley. Lacey Hathaway here. I hope everyone's enjoying this glorious fall day. Now, I don't know about you, but when the leaves start to fall, I've got one thing on my mind: staying warm. And I've heard sweaters and jackets do the trick, but I much prefer munching something sweet straight out of the oven. If you feel the same, then you're in luck. Just 2 weeks until the Bachelor Bake-Off, a magical night of food, music, and bachelors baking desserts. It's a fundraiser, a party, an auction, all rolled into one, and all for a good cause: raising money for our local radio station. Up until now, we've stayed on air thanks to local funding, but with town budget cuts, we need your help. So, if you love your radio station and want to help save it, then buy tickets to the Bake-Off. And now, on today's segment of Another Day in Paradise, stories from around Pleasant Valley, a heartwarming and hilarious yarn about the knitting club.
Hey, Beth.
How was your drive?
Felt short, but that might be the excitement. I feel like a kid on Christmas morning, which means my adult equivalent of Christmas is work.
I think that's just because you're good at it and you love what you do.
I emailed you your lodging info. You're staying at the
Super cute guest house. You'll have a bedroom, office, access
to the kitchen.
What about the,
And yes,
They have high-speed Wi-Fi. I made sure to ask.
Am I that predictable?
I'll call back this evening.
All right, thank you.
And before Sandra jumps in, a reminder that the Canning Club's annual jam sells next week. Plus, I'll be selling tickets to the Bachelor Bake-Off. Up next is Sandra with today's announcement. So if you want to find out what's new and exciting around town, stay tuned.
tryouts for the town musical Triumph of Love are tonight at 6 p.m., followed by a town hall meeting, which will be broadcast live.
So if you can't make the meeting, tune in here.
And now for some not so good news that Pete Taves broke his arm and right in the middle of harvest season.
Pete, get well soon and call in. Let us know how we can help.
It's you. Enjoy the baskets. We will see you at the Main Street Garden.
Ta-da!
Ty, you fixed it. You're amazing.
It was easy. Just change the damaged jack and fix the amp input issue.
I have no idea what you just said, but thank you. You are the radio station's best intern ever.
I think I'm the station's only intern ever.
Still?
As you know, we are approaching our annual Lantern Walk, Pleasant Valley's most romantic ritual as we transition from fall to winter.
And it was a big win last night for our Pleasant Valley Cardinals. And so there's the eyes in the bleachers as Mike Gordon scored that touchdown. Mike, we're so happy.
If you're trying to decide what to order, better to ask a local. I'd say go with the pumpkin latte.
Black coffee kind of guy.
Oh, they mold their own spices here.
Appreciate the tip. Thanks. One black coffee to go, please.
Well, you might not like pumpkin lattes, but what about pumpkin pie? The town radio station has lost its funding, and I'm raising money by hosting a bake-off.
You mean a bake sale?
No, a bake-off.
What's the difference?
Well, an entire word to start, and it's a different concept.
Are you guys selling dessert?
In a way,
Sounds like a bake sale.
the bake-off is a fundraiser for the radio.
Still sounds like a bake sale.
It's not. It's a bachelor bake-off. It'll be a big party where 4 of the town's bachelors will all bake a dessert, and at the end, we'll have a silent auction where the winning bidder gets the dessert and a date with the bachelor. A bachelor bake-off.
Okay.
Oh, it's in 2 weeks.
You know, I actually may not be in town. Okay, I'm just gonna get 2 of them.
Oh, great.
Okay. Does that cover it?
Yeah.
Okay.
on your fall.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Good luck with the bake sale.
Bake off.
Right, the bake-off.
Hey, Lacey. I was looking for...
I'm guessing this isn't good news.
Well, good news and bad news. Jenny Lynn and I have started dating.
Oh, and you're not a bachelor anymore.
I don't want to bake for anyone but Jenny.
And I've had your delicious apple pie, so I'm guessing Jenny doesn't want you baking for anyone else either.
I'm sorry, Lacey. I know there's only 2 weeks until the bake-off.
It's okay. I'll figure something out.
So, you'll be able to replace me?
You are irreplaceable, but I'll find a fourth bachelor.
All right, see ya.
And next up, we have Nick with the Farmer's Almanac report. Oh, just hang on a moment, folks, as we have everyone's favorite interruption, Lacey Hathaway.
Hi, friends. Exciting bake-off news. We have a newly open slot for a replacement bachelor. So if you've ever had any culinary aspirations or just want to help me out of a jam, come on by my office at the radio station.
That sounds like so much fun. I wish I could volunteer.
You hear that, bachelors? Don't let Sandra take your spot.
Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. We've got Nick with the Farmer's Almanac report.
Your home is lovely.
Thank you. And please let me know if...
Lots of coffee.
Oh, there's always coffee. My niece, who also lives here, makes sure of that. And if you're ever in town and need a cup, come by my bakery. It's called Patty Cakes.
You know what, Patty? I think I was just there. Small world.
No, small town. You're here 3 weeks, right?
That's right.
What brings you to Pleasant Valley?
Work. I'm a software engineer. I developed a program, and Pleasant Valley's been testing it out. Now I'm here to iron out the wrinkles, or at least try to.
It sounds like you'll be very busy and needing a lot of coffee, not to mention midnight snacks. So, lucky for you, there is always something freshly baked.
Hi, Sam.
Hi.
I didn't know you baked.
Oh.
Try one. They're vanilla pinwheels.
Actually, I already had lunch. Oh. But Lacey hasn't eaten, so she'll try.
What do you think?
It's very crispy. But thank you, Sam, so much for coming in. We really appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. We have some options.
I know, it's just that Ryan was a town favorite. He's a former all-state quarterback, the best apple pie in all of New England.
I heard the quilting club was pooling money to bid on him.
See? Now I just need to find a new star bachelor.
Yeah.
Should be easy enough.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Cookie?
Nope.
You're listening to WPVK, the voice of Pleasant Valley.
And Patty, I'm home.
Hi.
Sorry, but I'm peckish. Talking all day is hungry work.
Well, dinner's almost ready.
I had quite the day. I don't know why I thought it would be so easy planning an event this big.
I heard about replacing Ryan.
Tell me you have a solution?
Well, could you do it with just 3 bachelors?
No, I need 4 to meet fundraising goals. Plus, Ryan was going to bring in the biggest bids. And it's not just Ryan. There are floor plans, schedules, deliveries. But I'm not panicking. Yet.
A new lodger just arrived.
Oh, yeah. Who is it?
Nice young man. He's an engineer.
So he drives trains for a living?
He's a computer engineer.
Ah, I bet I can guess his type. Glued to his phone, lives for numbers, not moments. Would rather talk to a computer than a person. I'm sorry, I just meant...
Zach, this is my niece, Lacey.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of meeting her earlier.
Apologies. I talk too much for a living. Sometimes I talk too much for free as well.
Occupational hazard, I guess.
Zach, we're about to have dinner. Could I set a place for you at the table?
I appreciate the offer, Patty, but this scatter plot keeps glitching. Program features multiple charts, and the scatter plot's broken code, and I am boring you both with computer talk.
Occupational hazard, I guess.
Yeah. Thank you again, Patty, but I'm just going to grab some coffee if you don't mind.
Wait, thanks for buying a ticket. 2 tickets.
Of course. Happy to help. Good luck with the bake-off, by the way.
Bake sale. Oh, right, bake off. Don't ask.
Hello.
Huge news. I just got a call from the Mayor's Council of the state of Georgia. They got a hold of our demo towns across the entire state.
That's incredible.
That's what happens when you have a good product. People want to use it.
Yeah, but we're still in testing. Rolling out across Georgia would be a huge leap.
Zach, I know you've been working on this for years, and putting it out there can be scary. But the program is great. Try to be excited.
I am excited, but I'm also realistic. We are not ready to launch. Okay. I just need to make the most of my time here. Make sure this thing runs perfectly.
Okay, good. So how's it going over there?
Let's just say it's a small town. Do you know what a bake-off is?
Morning.
Good morning.
That's how you start off your workday?
I started my workday several hours ago, but I'm not sure the person eating a cookie for breakfast should be the nutritional judge.
Grains are the foundation of the food pyramid.
They are. That, however, is sugar held together by grains.
I know. Isn't it great? Oh, go ahead.
No, your cup, please. Well, we both drink coffee. That's something.
Although we take it very different ways. You like yours black.
Let me guess. 6 sugar, whipped cream.
Yep. And it's delicious.
Oh, you must be Zach, Patty's new lodger.
Yeah, I am. How did you know that?
I'm good friends with Lacey. I'm Emma.
Nice to meet you, Emma.
I own the flower shop. If ever you need flowers for a special occasion.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Well, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Getting an early start? I'm Ben, Pleasant Valley's treasurer. You must be Zach.
It is so nice to finally meet you, Ben, and thank you again.
Easy to use.
That is a relief to hear, my friend. Although it is definitely still a work in progress.
Yeah, there are a couple of issues.
According to my error report, it's more than a couple. I was hoping that you'd show me what you found before we dive into discussing how your test run went.
Of course. But first, let's grab some coffee, then we can dig in.
Oh, you know what? I'm behind here, so why don't I go ahead and get started, and you can find me when you're done with your coffee break.
You know, Zach,
Yeah.
I spent 20 years crunching numbers for a consulting firm in Boston. 12-hour days, lunches at my desk. My point is, I understand where you're coming from. But in Pleasant Valley, we take breaks. Come on. Everyone, this is Zach. Zach comes to us all the way from Boston. Oh, if anybody in town gives you a hard time, you tell them to come to me.
What?
Oh, right. After we implemented your software, we took another look at the town's budget and found that our numbers were off. Unfortunately, we had to make some tough choices and cut funding on several programs. And naturally, not everybody was happy about it.
Well, I am sorry to hear that. Hopefully no one will give me too much of a hard time.
You got a wife? You got kids?
Well, if by wife and kids you mean computers and rock climbing, then yes. It's fun. I can take you sometime.
Yeah, I would Yeah, I'd give that some thought.
Sounds good. I've got to take this. Excuse me. It's nice meeting you all.
Bachelor Bake Off update. Tomorrow, I kick off my segment Bake Off Bites. Join me for up-to-date info about all things Bachelor and baking. And thank you again to everyone who expressed interest in being the replacement Bachelor. The spot is still open, so if you've been twirling your thumbs thinking about it, there's still time.
So besides the main courses that were assigned to the canning club, I was thinking finger foods.
Mini versions of your onion tart.
And crostinis.
Yes.
Sweet potato crisps.
Please.
Well, why don't I whip up some samples and we'll reconvene later?
Thank you so much. At least the catering's taken care of.
You still haven't found a bachelor?
No.
Well, I have an idea. What about Zach?
Zach?
Yeah, my canning club's been asking about him. The handsome stranger in town. He could be your mystery bachelor.
Yeah, the big mystery would be if he could lift his thumbs from his cell phone long enough to actually bake.
Plus, we don't actually know.
Bachelor.
Well, why don't you ask him? I mean, besides, what could be more fitting than a handsome, mysterious stranger?
Handsome. Mysterious? So, what am I supposed to do? Just march into his office and ask him? Great.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I help you with something?
Hopefully you can. As you know, I'm hosting the Bake Off to save the town's radio station, and I need to replace my star bachelor.
Uh-huh.
And I was hoping you.
Me? Oh, no. I can't do that.
Are you a bachelor?
Yes, but I'm not a baker.
Then defrost packaged cookie dough. It's fine. You'll be great.
Lacey, I would love to help you, but I'm too busy between working with Ben and...
Working with Ben?
Ben Harden, the town treasurer.
Yeah, no, I know who Ben is, but why? Make the program that the town is using?
Yeah, that's right.
The same program that resulted in my radio station losing its funding?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. That's terrible, but I just write the software. I don't make the budgets. I do wish I could help, though.
Well, you can. So let me make your wish come true. Welcome to the Bake Off, Bachelor.
What? Oh, no, what? Lacey? No.
You're finally up.
You're already up. You do this on purpose?
I had to find a way to keep you in the kitchen. So, did you pick a recipe for the bake-off, or did you need help deciding?
Lacey, there are at least 100 other guys in this town. Why not ask them?
But you're the handsome stranger.
Handsome?
Not my words. Zach, the radio is the heart of the town, and without the bake-off, we lose the station. In a small town, buzz like you being the bachelor goes far. See what the radio means to the community.
Okay. I'll come to the radio station on break. That's it.
Perfect.
Great, and let me know if there's any other flowers that you want and the colors of your tablecloths, and we'll start from there.
Right, tablecloths. Okay. Order, tablecloths.
So how's it going trying to find a replacement bachelor?
Oh, actually, I found the perfect bachelor. Well, perfect in some ways. He's Patty's new lodger.
Oh, he is handsome. He is the perfect bachelor.
Well, he will be. Just needs to change his attitude a little bit. But he's coming to the radio station today, and when he sees what the station means to Pleasant Valley, how could he not get excited?
There's no way.
All right. Good meeting. See you next week.
See you. Oh, don't forget your sticky note.
Right. These.
These are the first of the floor plans for the baking stations, and I'll bring over the folding tables this weekend.
Great. And when are the extra chairs being delivered?
The chairs, right. On it.
Lacey, honey, the events that go the best are the ones that are the most organized. And the ones that stick to their budget.
Of course I have a budget. Not long now until the bake-off, which I can assure you is going to be mighty sweet, so buy your tickets. We need the dough. But for real, buy your tickets and I'll stop with the terrible baking puns.
Quite the project you got going there.
I think I'm making it worse.
Yeah, you might be. I'm Zach.
Zach? Then you Bake Off Bachelor.
Oh, good, yeah. Only according to Lacey.
Oh, when she gets her mind made up.
I'm learning this.
I'm Ty. I intern here.
Oh, cool. Is it like a school program or something?
No, it's just me. I love the radio and wanted to learn how all the equipment worked.
Man after my own heart. In high school, I was a one-man AV club.
Well, we call it Video Production Club now, and now there's 2 members, myself included.
Oh, yeah, my membership doubled.
So, what do you think I should do?
Maybe check the wiring. Probably find some diagrams online.
Thanks.
So do you know where I can find Lacey?
Oh.
I'm excited to end with some news. Honorary town resident Zach Malone is considering being one of our bachelors. So if you see him, give him a warm Pleasant Valley welcome.
You're listening to WPVK, the voice of Pleasant Valley.
Hi, Bachelor.
Hi.
So, you ready to go?
Go where? For some reason, I thought you showing me the radio station would actually entail us being at the radio station. Right.
It's not about the radio, it's about the community. About how the radio connects the town and gives it a voice. So on my segment, Another Day in Paradise, I go on location to tell human interest stories from around town.
Oh, it sounds like that radio show, Small Town Life.
Because that's what I modeled after.
Okay.
I love that show.
You know, it's based out of Boston.
Yeah.
The studio's a couple of blocks from my office.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that show's what got me interested in working in radio and using it as a tool to help communities. Although, oh, that's a dream.
Well, I think it's great you're trying to help. I also use my work to try to help people in small towns.
Through a budgeting program?
Through technology that's easy to use so that people don't waste time or resources or lose their jobs because they're not tech literate.
Huh. It's really nice, actually.
I'm going to go ahead and try not to be insulted by how surprised you sound. So.
Folks, I'm here at Pete Tave's orchard, and it is majestic. The sweet scent of harvest in the air, the trees heavy with crisp red apples ripe for picking, which raises a bit of a problem since Pete broke his arm.
It's fall, and I fell.
Hopefully not too far from the tree. But really, how is this affecting your harvest?
We rely on my labor. Without me, we're running behind, losing fruit. Good for the deer, bad for us.
Well, I'm sure you have some neighbors who would love to lend a hand. Pleasant Valley, who would like to come out to Pete's on Friday afternoon to help pick apples?
I'll repay you with all the apples you can take home.
Well, I'm not sure you can afford me. That's great. We got it. Thank you so much.
That was impressive. Is that really the way it works? You ask for help on the radio and people help?
You know, it's culture, communication. A way to keep our small town way of life alive. The radio station needs the bake-off, and the bake-off needs you. Zach, you said you wanted to help small towns. This is a way that you can help this small town.
I have so much work to do. I don't know how to bake.
It's just one night. Zach, I'm at a loss here. I don't know what to do, and I know that you have all your reasons to say no, and I completely respect that, but I could really use your help.
You make it really hard to say no. All right, I'll do it. You think it's okay if I use some butter, a couple eggs?
Yeah, of course. Are you practicing baking?
No. Making some eggs. Wait. Why would I be practicing baking? You said I could defrost cookie dough.
What? No, I was joking. That's a figure of speech.
Defrost cookie dough is not a figure of speech. You said I don't have to be...
Yes, baker, but people will be sampling and bidding on your desserts.
Did you pull a bake and switch?
No, I did not pull a bake and switch. I didn't think you would take frozen cookie dough literally.
Lacey, I'm in the middle of testing a program, bringing on new clients, running a business. I don't have time to learn how to bake.
It's just one recipe. It should hardly take any time at all. And learning new things is great, right? I'm learning how to make a budget. Or trying to.
Budgeting is much easier than baking.
Said by the man who does this for a living. Zach,
Yeah.
I know how to bake.
Great. You want to take my spot in the bake-off?
Funny. How about I teach you to bake, and in return, you help me with my budget?
You and me, working together.
What could go wrong?
If you have to ask, then something.
On Bake Off Bites, Bachelor brothers Max and Lucas Buckman.
Hi, Lacey.
Lacey, thank you for having me.
I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you both for being bachelors.
Well, it's an honor.
Our listeners want to know, what will you be baking?
Mom's pumpkin cheesecake.
My brother must be mistaken because I already have the recipe.
Well, I have already started practicing, so...
Guys, let me assure you that no one appreciates your passion towards baked goods. It might not be the best option for the bake-off.
Well, then I'll make my mom's praline bars.
Praline bars were my backup plan.
Of course they were, because...
Which Buckman Brothers praline bars will reign supreme? Come to the Bachelor Bake Off and find out. And don't forget, I'll be selling Bake Off tickets at the jam sale, so stop on by. Now, on to the question of the hour, if we think we can handle it. Where will you take your winning bidders on a date?
What? I know, let me get in there, hold on. I don't know what to do. There's an error that's causing the problem that we keep seeing, but I can't seem to find it. And I've got interest from a very big client.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you, but I can't move forward until this thing is running smoothly.
You know, I find taking a breather can help. Amy brought scones for Ryan's birthday.
I wish I could, buddy, but I am running behind.
Don't beat yourself up. We take breaks, right?
I know. But my schedule is totally crunched between rewriting this code and learning how to bake. Lacey convinced me to be a bake-off bachelor.
Yeah, she got me too. I'm a bake-off bachelor. Bake pie. If you can, try to enjoy. And you're welcome to join my baking lessons with Patty.
Oh, thanks, Ben, but Lacey's actually teaching me.
Ah, that Lacey's something else, huh?
She sure is. We're gonna do this. I just gotta finish this one email.
Yep.
Last guy, and I'm done. Okay, so what do we do first? Beat an egg or something?
Well, generally, my first step in baking is to decide what I'm going to make.
Right.
So, do you have any thoughts? Any favorite desserts?
I don't like sweets.
Okay, that doesn't have to be a roadblock. So, there's no cake you like?
I like rice cakes.
Rice cakes do not deserve to be called cakes.
Fair enough.
Okay, how about a dessert that reflects your personality?
My personality?
Yeah.
Okay, so something fast, simple, easy to make, vanilla cake.
Vanilla. Okay, okay. How about a vanilla cake with a seasonal twist? Like a buttercream maple frosting? Or maybe a sparkling cider glaze?
Or, how about this? Vanilla cake, vanilla icing.
Okay, then let's get started.
Okay.
All right. See, baking is all about ratios, and once you know that, you don't need a recipe.
Oh, I need a recipe. I'm gonna look one up on the internet right here. Take me 2 seconds. Okay. So,
Nice. It's for eating, not looking.
it's missing something.
Yeah.
What?
Love.
Oh, come on.
Try mine. Taste that?
You win this one.
He's so rigid. Everything's precision and efficiency.
Skills that will come in very handy with your budget.
Well, that's true.
Lacey, one of the qualities I've always loved most about you is you can find the good in everyone.
I think I just need to get
Give
through
Zach
this
a
as
chance.
quickly as possible.
Lacey, these numbers don't add up.
What do you mean?
Your expenses are way too high. On the party, when you need all that money for the radio station.
And do what? Well, the bake-off where? It's next week. And all the vendors are expecting my business, and the town is expecting a big party.
Lacey, I understand you don't want to let anyone down, but what's the point of the bake-off if you spend all the money you need for the radio station? I'm just trying to help.
And I appreciate it. But I'll just figure out a way to make the bake-off work as is.
How? Numbers don't lie.
I'll figure it out.
You want me to help you organize this?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The first time you tried to help, you cut my radio station's budget, and now you're cutting my bake-off. So, thank you, but I don't think I can afford your help. Zach told me the event that I'm planning is too expensive and I need to completely rethink the bake-off.
So what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Maybe he's right, but he also can't understand what the bake-off means to me. You know, that it's more than a fundraiser, that it's my way of thanking Pleasant Valley for everything it's given me. And I had this vision for the...
But Lacey, it's not about you or your vision. It's about the radio station.
You're right.
Yeah, let's do this.
It's just great having all of you here. I don't know what I would have done.
Wow.
Oh, hey, guys.
Hey.
Cookie?
Sure.
Made them practicing with Patty.
Huh.
Delicious.
I think the student will soon surpass the teacher.
Impossible.
Nice work. I'm gonna go check in with Pete.
Want a cookie? He's right there.
Ben brought samples? He is trying to woo bidders.
We would have brought samples.
Oh, no, Ben's just trying to be nice. How about you guys bring baking samples to the Canning Club's jam cell? Something to go with the jam?
I'll bring the pumpkin scones.
Oh, good. That'll go great with my pumpkin muffins.
We can't both bring...
Make brownies. Lacey, look how everyone came out for you.
No, they came out for you.
Can't tell you how much it means to have you all here. Now, grab a basket and get picking. And feel free to take home as many apples as you want.
Somebody get me a wheelbarrow. Come get a basket. Here you go.
Hi. This is great.
So it's true. Radio works.
Must work miracles have got you out here.
It's partially Ben's doing.
Yeah, I'd be surprised to see you pry yourself from work.
Oh, yeah, right.
But I guess you haven't. Well, the apples will be gone soon, but the work will always be there.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Apples, okay.
I take it you've never been apple picking?
The only fruit I've ever picked is in a grocery store.
Well, you've been missing out. This is an apple.
Oh, that's what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you can tell when it's ripe when the stem comes easily off the branch. You can test it with a little pull and a twist. That way you don't hurt the tree.
Yeah, I can do that. Twist it.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a pull. To be fair, you've probably been doing this your whole life since you could crawl.
No, actually, I wasn't raised here.
Really?
Yeah.
Where were you raised?
Oh, well, my parents are musicians, so I spent most of my childhood on the road with them.
How'd you?
My mom's sister. My happiest memories are from here.
So as soon as you could, you moved here?
I feel like I'm being interviewed. Oh, speaking of which, I'm interviewing all the bachelors on my radio show. Could I interview you tomorrow? It'd be quick.
Oh, you're asking me. I just assumed if I said no that you would find a way to make me say yes.
Well, then I'll take that as a yes.
Okay.
10 a.m. tomorrow?
Sounds good.
Great.
I should probably go.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
And thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So you gotta show something.
Hey, good as new.
Oh, you got it. Congrats.
Yeah, I just took your advice and checked the wiring. That fixed the problem.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it. How's Video Production Club?
Good. Everyone's almost forgotten I started it, which means I'm not getting as many jokes. Or maybe the jokes are just getting less clever.
Again, you are taking me back to my high school years.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Back then, I was totally Anyways, I was always coding whenever I could, so kids called me Zach the Hack. Didn't like that. So I know being a teenager can be rough. Gets better though, Ty.
When?
Now?
Bake Off Bites has mystery bachelor Zach Malone on, up next.
I think that's your cue.
Wish me luck, Ty.
Yeah. See ya.
See you, buddy.
So, Zach, tell us about yourself.
I'm not quite sure what to say.
Word around town is you're mysterious.
Don't forget handsome.
Still, not my words. But listeners, if you didn't know, Zach designs budgeting software. So what got you into that?
Well, I grew up in a small town a lot like Pleasant Valley, where my mom was actually the mayor.
Oh, did you hear that? The mayor's son.
Yeah, so in high school, I interned at Town Hall at a time when everything was being digitalized and moved to computers. And I saw how suddenly a lot of people who were very good at their jobs, but not computer savvy like my mom, were struggling. So I decided to create a program that was accessible to everyone, as I want it to be.
Well, we're keeping our fingers crossed for you. By the way, you did great today. And wow, surprise of all surprises, we managed to not fight on air. Thank you.
Keep that. It's progress. So, what did you decide about the bake-off?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm starting to worry that I'm not going to be able to pull this off. And what if I can't? I mean, what if I don't save the radio station?
You will. Do you realize how special it is that you found something that you love so much?
I do. And yeah, I really do love it. The truth is, after college, I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then I found the radio station. And now I could lose it.
You won't. But I do understand it.
Really? You, Mr. Success, understands worries about failure.
Believe me, I understand more than you know. My program is constantly glitching, and there are no assurances that I'll get that thing to work so I can actually launch it and make money.
So what are you gonna do?
Keep pressing on, devote my entire life to work, and hope I can get this thing right as expressed interest.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Believe me, I know it's scary. Sometimes the only option is a scary one.
Exciting news on the bake-off front, where with just a week to go, we're keeping you on your toes and changing the location of the party. Also, in somewhat related news, we need a new location for the party. So, if you have any leads, call in.
I am so sorry. I just can't afford this huge extravaganza that I was hoping for.
I completely understand. And I want to help. I have an idea. The wildflowers are beautiful this time of year. I could head to my grandma's and pick black-eyed Susan and blue chicory.
You are so sweet. I had this big vision for the event, and I know I need to let go of that. So, honestly, thank you for helping me make this transition. And whatever you choose, I know that it will be perfect. Oh, how about I put your business cards on the table for advertising?
Yeah, sure. Sounds great.
Okay. Now I just need to find an event space for those tables.
Good luck.
This is Dana Davis, and you're listening to Small Town Life.
I was just listening to that on the radio in my room. How's it going?
I think I've called every restaurant, hotel, and party location in the Tri-County area, and still nothing.
Well, just keep at it. Stay focused. What? It's called mise en place. I read that bakers do this to keep things
streamlined.
You've made your point.
Still making vanilla cake?
I feel like you might have some input. Do you have a suggestion?
Maybe you should try a more seasonal cake. Something with cinnamon or apples. A cake can be anything you want it to be. There are no limitations. Just get creative. Think outside the box.
Maybe you should take your own advice. With the bake-off. Restaurant or a hotel.
Then where? A barn?
So if this barn works out, are you all set?
No, definitely not. But I have a to-do list in there if you want to take a look.
Did you organize your papers?
I did.
Is that an alphabetical list of ticket sales?
Oh, ticket sales. That's a whole other issue.
What do you mean?
Well, some of the money I need comes from the bake-off silent auction, but most of it comes from ticket sales, and I just haven't sold that many tickets.
Yeah, but everybody says that they're coming.
Yeah, and I'm selling tickets at the jam sale, so hopefully people buy. And hopefully I have a location for the bake-off. Shall we?
Let's do it.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Maybe we could put the baking stations here with the ovens against the back wall and use the red tractor as a focal point. Maybe in the center we could build an elevated platform for the MC.
I can take care of the tractor and the platform even with one arm.
Yeah?
So, what do you think?
Well, it's not what I originally envisioned, but I think it could be really lovely.
It's nice what you're doing here, Lacey. This town is lucky to have you.
Feelings mutual. Shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, I have an idea that might boost ticket sales, or at least draw more attention.
Okay.
Max and Lucas were talking about bringing baking samples to the jam cell. what if all the bachelors brought samples?
Yeah, it sounds fun.
And we could do a meet the bachelors thing. You know, you guys could talk about what you'd be baking and where you'd take your dates.
You should contact State Press. Even Small Town Life. This is exactly the kind of event that they cover.
Small town life is huge, and the Chamcel is so soon that there's not enough time.
You should still try.
But why? They wouldn't be interested. One list for vendors, one to do, and one for schedules. That was Zach's idea.
Well, sounds like you found the best in Zach after all.
Yeah, he's been really helpful.
Seems like you two are getting along nicely.
It's not like that.
Are you sure? I mean, I'm just wondering if maybe besides the leaves falling outside, maybe there's something else in the air.
Yeah, ragweed.
Hey, looks great. How you feeling?
I thought I'd be nervous, but I'm actually excited. For the first time since I started planning the bake-off, I feel like I might actually pull this off, which is not how I expected to feel with less than a week before the bake-off.
Well, I never doubted you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think if you can convince me to be a bachelor, you can do anything.
That's a good point.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Man,
See ya.
a little competition,
Yeah. Well, Patty says these go great with jam.
They look amazing.
And Zach, what sample have you brought?
Glad you asked, Patty. Because I graduated from vanilla cake to, drumroll, Betty,
Oh.
shortbread.
Is that what those are?
Thank you. If they don't look good, just remember that you are my teacher.
Hey, I'm just glad you made something other than vanilla cake, even if it is vanilla cookies.
I will have you know that these are not vanilla. These are autumn-spiced pumpkin shortbread, seasonally inspired.
Seasonally inspired. Look at you.
Thank you.
How impressive.
Okay. So, Lacey, how can we help?
Oh, you could set up the picnic table for the baking samples. We'll just put everything by the cider.
Okay.
Great, let's get to it.
Thanks. Pumpkin shortbread. Looks like autumn's finally rubbing off on Zach.
I don't think it's autumn.
I'm gonna want everything on this table, okay? When we're all done.
You're paying for it.
I never asked. In addition to running this bake-off, will you also be bidding?
Well, I never say no to dessert.
Right.
No, but I don't really date that much.
That's surprising. I figured there'd be a lineup around the block for you.
Yeah, there should be, right?
So humble, too. So why don't you date?
No, it's not that I don't date. I mean, I'm open to it, and I try. I just haven't met anyone special yet. And I don't want just a fleeting thing. I know what I want, and I'm going to wait for it.
Well, what do you want?
To build a life with a best friend that I'm madly in love with. And one day marriage, fixer-upper, kids, dog, 2 dogs, probably more.
More dogs?
I don't think that's too much to ask for.
I mean, that's a lot of dogs. No, of course not.
What about you? Do you date much?
Me? It's hard to date when you're married to your work. But yes, to answer your question, someday in the very far future, I would like what you mentioned, but maybe not so many dogs. Getting the software out and turning this startup into a real company. Hi.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm so glad you guys came out. And make sure you stop by and try some apple butter. It's delicious.
Hey, Ty.
Hey.
You the MC?
No way.
Why not?
Because it's just not me. I mean, I'd love to be able to do what Lacey does.
Oh, you want to be on the radio?
I mean, it seems cool, but I'm much better talking to a screen than an actual person.
Yeah, I get that. I'm like that too.
Really? You don't seem like it.
When I was your age, I was the exact same way.
So what changed?
I think the things I was self-conscious about became the things I became most proud of. If you want to be on the radio, just go for it. Maybe you start small, like a podcast or something.
But what would I talk about?
Whatever you're most passionate about. I gotta get this. But we're not finished, okay? Okay, I'll be right back.
Cool.
Real quick. Georgia Mayor's Council just called. They want a meeting.
Wow, that's amazing. No. No, the program's still not running smoothly, Beth.
Well, I'm still waiting for them to call back to schedule, so you've got time to figure it out.
Okay. Yeah.
Your muffins lacked richness.
Oh, lacked richness.
They did.
That is rich.
Excuse me. Do you know where I could find Lacey Hathaway?
Oh, there she is.
Oh. Yeah, no, they'll be back. Thanks.
Hey, Lacey,
Uh-huh.
did you get a chance to try our samples?
I did, and they were both delicious. Impossible to compare.
Well,
Lucas, did you try Max's scones with pumpkin butter?
yeah, they were good.
And wasn't Lucas's muffin delicious with the pear jam?
Yeah. What spices did you put in the muffins?
Cardamom.
Oh,
I liked it.
look at that.
I just mixed it in with the melted butter, right? If you do that early enough, it just... How did you get... I know. Right.
It's well played.
Oh, thanks, they're great guys. I'm just a little competitive all the time. Yes. And you're Dana Davis, host of Small Town Life. Oh, wow. It's such a pleasure to meet you. I am such a big fan. I love your show. Well, what are you doing here?
We're doing a segment on Pleasant Valley's Bachelor Bake Off. It was such an original idea. We loved it. And we couldn't miss Meet the Bachelors.
Oh, wow. Well, what can I do? How can I help?
Do you have a couple minutes for an interview?
You want to interview me?
Yeah.
Sure. Yes, of course.
Great.
Great. It's the magic of bringing moments alive on air and moving listeners, making them laugh, cry, feel, connect. To me, that's worth fighting or baking for.
And we got it. That was great.
I won't go on too long, even though we all know I could. I want to thank the Canning Club for hosting this lovely event and letting me be a part of it. Now, let's meet our bachelors. First up, mystery contestant, Zach Malone.
Thanks for this.
You're a hit. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, it was so much fun. I like Max's scones better.
I won't tell.
Lacey, I wanted to have a chat with you.
Sure.
Small Town Life is looking for a new addition to our team, a host who would produce their own segment for the show. And after I learned about the Bake Off, I listened to your show. And I loved it. Oh. You're great with people. You get small towns. I think you'd be a really good fit. Would you be interested in doing an audition?
An audition?
Yeah. You'd come to the studio in Boston, guest host a live spot, and if that goes well, we'd give you a 6-month trial. You'd be traveling around the country, but based out of Boston.
So move to Boston. Oh. Wow, I'm incredibly flattered, but can I give it some thought?
Yes. Yes, of course. Here's my card. I look forward to hearing from you.
What's that?
Dana Davis.
Wow.
Crazy to station. She's coming back for the bake-off. How'd she even find out? Now it has to be perfect.
It will.
Oh, and Dana loved the event.
How could she not? This town is special. Even I felt like I was part of the community today.
That's part of Pleasant Valley's magic.
No, I think it's your magic. You really bring out the best in people. Don't move. How's that?
Better. It's a lot of work.
You might have some help.
What are you guys doing here?
Oh, it's a little something called community outreach. Zach told us you were starting setup.
Well, thank you. I am so grateful.
Of course.
Well, who wants to get started on the platform?
I thought that was my job.
You're right. It's all yours.
All right.
Thank you.
What do you want me to do?
Here is a to-do list with a flow chart and a schedule on the back.
Wow.
What?
All right.
Lacey, the Canning Club and I thought you could use some help.
That is so sweet.
Come on, girls.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies.
Hey, Zach. I just wanted to let you know that I took your advice. I made a podcast.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
That's great. Ty, where can I hear it?
Oh, I haven't posted it anywhere. I just have it on my phone.
Oh. Come on, let's go. Let's hear it. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to Tie Time, or some more cleverly titled show. Anyway, welcome to my podcast. Just me geeking out about tech, so listeners beware. Today's topic is circuit boards. Now, they're really cool.
This is so exciting.
Well, those are my thoughts on that, so thank you for listening to Tie Time. So...
Ty, this podcast, it's awesome. It's informative. It's hilarious. You need to talk to Lacey about having your own segment, my friend.
Sounds kind of terrifying.
Hey, I get it. It's okay to be scared. Sometimes the only option is a scary one. Sometimes the best thing in life is the thing that makes your heart race.
I would have thought that auditioning for Small Town Life would have been your dream come true.
Me too.
So what's stopping you from saying yes?
I don't know. Nerves. And the idea of leaving Pleasant Valley.
All right, so this is the last of the sound equipment.
Truly is something.
Yeah, so I hear. What is it exactly?
Well, it's kind of what it sounds like. It's a lantern-lit walk, and the town comes together, and we walk through the woods and across the footbridge. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
You going?
Of course.
Give you a ride.
Sounds great.
Okay. Right on. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Great. Okay, fine. Maybe there's a little something in the air, but what's the point? I asked him if he's dating me. He said he's just completely focused on work.
Oh, well, you know what I think. As you've seen with the Bake Off, you never know how things will work out. But they do have a way of working out. So how about instead of worrying, you enjoy yourself? Yes. Hi, Zach.
Good morning.
One black coffee, as usual.
Thank you. And one pumpkin pie to go, please.
Okay, really?
It's for the office coffee break. And one chocolate chip cookie. That one's for Lacey.
Speaking of Lacey, any more word on her audition?
What audition?
Dana Davis is interested in having her host and produce segments of her show. She asked her to audition.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is, but I don't know if she's going to say yes.
Why not? She'd be perfect for it.
I know.
So what's stopping her?
I think she's stopping her.
Hi.
Hi.
You look prepared.
Handmade just for you.
I was going to get you flowers, but I thought you would like a cookie instead.
Oh. You really do know me. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Here you go.
Yes.
I'm glad you could be here for this.
Me too.
Let's go. This is one of Pleasant Valley's oldest traditions. As fall turns to winter, this is a reminder that together we bring light to the world.
This is something. Lacey, Patty told me about the audition. Why haven't you said yes?
I finally found my place here, so why would I leave? Plus, small town life would have me traveling all the time, and I've already lived that life on the road. I want a home. I have a home. Also, yes, I'm good at local radio, but small town life is nationally syndicated.
So what? I could tell you that I think you're capable of anything imaginable.
But you're not going to.
No. No, I'm not, because it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what you think. Before the record, I think that you are terrific. You like to say that the radio is the bridge that brings people together. I don't think that's true. I think you are. You are the heart of this community. And you will bring that with you wherever you go.
Zach.
Yes.
The moment was perfect. I couldn't let it pass.
I'm glad you...
Hey, Beth, how you doing?
You didn't return my text.
That is a long story, but I am sorry.
Well, big news. The mayor's council wants you to make a pitch presentation at their convention. There'll be a bunch of speakers, a panel,
Well, that sounds like great exposure.
but short notice. It's tomorrow and Saturday in Tifton, Georgia. It's a small town just south of Atlanta.
Well, Beth, the bake-off is on Saturday. Plus, the program isn't ready. I haven't fixed all the bugs.
I realize that, but we can't reschedule a convention.
Ah, Lacey's counting on me.
If we land this, we're no longer a struggling startup.
I know.
I booked your flight for tonight. I'll email you the info.
Thanks, Beth. Hi.
Hi.
I have some news. Big client that I've been trying to land. Well, they asked me to give a presentation in Georgia.
That's great.
It is great, but I have to leave tonight.
What about the bake-off?
I know. Lacey, I am so sorry. I don't think I have a choice.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, we both knew you were going to leave eventually, so maybe it's good you go before we get any closer.
Really? That's it?
Zach, I like you a lot. This is a really great opportunity for you. And I respect that your head is down, focused on work. But what's best is for both of us to accept that we're in different places in our lives and we want different things. And you're busy with work and...
Hold on. You're busy with work, too. I mean, the radio station, the community outreach, this bake-off. And if you get small-town life...
Which I think you want more from me than I want for myself, because I'm not even sure that I really want it. I have something good here that I don't want to lose.
Leaving Pleasant Valley doesn't mean you have to lose anything.
Yes, it does. It means losing my home, my community, my great job. I have everything I asked for, so what else could I want?
Is it?
I will. And I hope you ask yourself the same question.
I will. Good luck with the bagel. And for the record, if I want small-town life for you, it's only because I think that that's what you want for yourself.
How you doing, honey?
Perpetually a cookie away from good?
Is this about Zach?
Partially. I like him. I really like him.
And I miss him, but this is also about the audition.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't imagine leaving Pleasant Valley.
Can you imagine hosting small town life?
Yes.
Nice to finally meet you. Let me give you my card. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Hey, Ben.
Oh, hey, Zach. I said I would call after I installed the update.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Well, I think you pretty much solved the issues. It's running smoothly on my end.
Unbelievable. Yeah, that's what it looked like on my test run, too.
So how did you finally solve it?
Well, I've been banging my head up against the wall, following coding protocol to a T, but then I decided to try something else, Ben. Took a break. Thought outside of the box and came at it another way. In the nick of time, too. I present this evening.
Oh, congratulations and good luck. We all miss you, Zach. It was great to have you here.
I miss you guys, too.
It's so great to see you. I'm glad you decided to come in for an audition.
Me too. Oh, and I'm looking forward to you coming back to Pleasant Valley for the bake-off.
Me too.
Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to ask you, how did you find out about the bake-off?
Oh, I thought you knew.
I've got a great story for your show. about a small town radio. And I know it's last minute, but Pleasant Valley is an incredible place, and the radio station is its glue. And Lacey's its heart. I know that you will find her as special as I do, Dana. Now, to give you a bit of backstory.
It goes on for a while, but you definitely convinced us it would make a great segment. Now it's my pleasure to introduce a special guest host today. Here is Lacey Hathaway.
Thank you, Dana. It is such an honor to be here. Today I was going to talk about my quest to save my radio station, but instead I want to talk about something that's on my mind. Growing up, I moved around a lot. So by the time I arrived in the little town of Pleasant Valley, I felt unsure and a little lost in the world. And when I needed it most, I found a home and a community. And this town supported and inspired me to discover who I am and what I love to do, which is talk, in case you haven't realized yet. And I felt loved and accepted, and that felt like enough. Then, astonishment, we grew close. And this man challenged me. He forced me to ask myself, not just who am I, but who do I want to be? And I realized that that's someone who believes in herself, who's capable of anything from saving a radio station to getting a job at one, and who understands that there's nothing to lose because everything and everyone that we love deeply becomes a part of us. And so I want to say thank you to a town that helped me discover who I am, and to a man who helped me realize who I want to be. Wherever I am, wherever I go, you'll both forever be in my heart. And what else could I want? The DJ sound check, ties on the audio.
The finger foods are heating up.
And smell incredible. I'm gonna go help Sandra on tickets, and I think that's everything.
Mm-hmm. There's just one thing you're forgetting.
What? You're gonna say the baking pans.
Hey, thank
Hi.
you. Enjoy.
Thanks for coming.
So, here's your ticket. Is everything set?
I sure hope so.
Good. What about the bachelors?
Oh, Max, Lucas, and Ben are already setting up.
So what about the fourth bachelor? Who's replacing Zach?
Hi. Thank you.
Thank you.
Come here, share a recording.
Hi.
Congrats. This is a great turnout.
Thank you.
You really created something special. And Lacey, I wanted to tell you that we really enjoyed your audition. And we'd love to offer you a 6-month trial.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You'll edit this part out, right?
No.
No. Okay. Welcome, Pleasant Valley, to our first ever Bachelor Bake Off. In a couple minutes, our bachelors will begin to bake. They will have 90 minutes, and then their desserts will be displayed along sign-up sheets for our silent auction. Just write your name and bid amount to win a dessert and a date with the bachelor. A big hand to your contestants brave enough to bake for all of you. Max, Lucas, Ben. And your special mystery contestant, me. This is now a Bachelor and Bachelorette Bake-Off.
So, Lacey, what are you baking?
Well, the contestant that I'm replacing was set on making vanilla cake, and I kept pushing him to do something more seasonally inspired. So I came up with a recipe that has a little bit of both of us. The simplicity of vanilla cake mixed with cinnamon-soaked apples.
Sounds like you're going to start a bidding war.
That's the idea.
Add the vanilla to the butter.
Yeah.
And toast the nuts in the oven. Yep. Hey.
Lacey, I switched out the mic that was humming.
Oh, thank you, Ty. I don't know how I'd be pulling this off without you.
No problem. It was fun. What else can I help with?
Oh, actually, a little issue. I was supposed to be the master of ceremonies, but now that I'm a contestant, I need someone to...
Well, I guess I could do it.
Perfect. Thank you, Ty.
Was this your plan all along?
I'll never tell. But yes.
Maybe this isn't a good idea. I can barely talk to one person, forget this many.
And maybe later we can talk about you having your own segment.
Zach told you?
No, actually he didn't.
That obvious, huh? Well, let's see how this goes first.
You can do this.
The baking... May I have your attention? The baking is now finished and the desserts are on the auction table. Taste a sample and let's get to bidding. All right. This represents our fundraising pie chart. As you can see, we've reached 75% of our fundraising goal through tonight's ticket sales. Let's find out who our lucky winners are. Thank you. For both Max Buckman's red berry leaf lattice pie and Lucas Buckman's walnut pecan cake, with bids that get us to 80% of our fundraising goal, we have the same winner, Florence Buckman.
Oh, my boys!
8% of our fundraising goal, Patty. And finally, for Lacey's winning bidder, whose generous bid not only helps us meet, but exceed our fundraising goal, Zach Malone.
How are you here? What about the convention?
I told him to move me earlier. I wouldn't stay.
You what?
I know, it's a power move. Lacey, we don't have different priorities. Yes, I may have had my head down, buried in work, but it's up now.
Bounce.
Yeah,
Save me a dance later?
I'll save two.
Under the Autumn Moon premieres next Saturday.